the weft on the edge of the wig cap. So the first line is always a bit tricky because you'll find it's a bit curved. So if you just lay that there as much as you can. So if you notice, what I'm doing is I'm positioning it first and then I'm gonna slide it in under the cap. I'm not doing this, sorry, I'm gonna slide it underneath the foot, I'm not trying to do all of this underneath the foot because sometimes when you try and do that, it's like your hand gets in the way. So I just want you to remember, because this could be in the giveaway question, I want you to press, put the weft on top of the cap, lining up with the edge, and then with your index finger holding it in place. Look, you can do anything. You can look. It's anchored down. Just glide it underneath the cap, glide it underneath the foot of the sewing machine, and then we're gonna press the foot down. Again, remember I always said to you, make sure that the middle of the hair is within that opening to ensure that you're evenly sewing. So I'm gonna just straighten out here. I'm gonna do my reverse stitch, so go forward, and then we're gonna go backwards. And make sure you're going backwards all the way to the end. Let me just, I don't wanna take out the needle, but see, I went all the way to the end. I didn't stop there, I went all the way to the end, okay? I'm gonna go forward, I'm gonna go backwards, I'm gonna go forward and backwards. Three times. And then we're gonna go forward. It's like we're gonna look at where, it's like where we go. We're going here, so let's keep it nice and straight. Look at my finger. What I'm trying to do is make sure that any amount of, so it's almost like measuring it, because what I'm doing is I am kind of measuring out the amount of hair that I need, and then I'm making sure that it's anchored so the amount of hair doesn't change. See, that's the amount of hair. If I move this hand, then what's gonna happen is it could do this, bulge up, and then your cap ends up. That's the only way you're gonna ensure that you don't go off into the hair. If the weft is not in the middle of the line, you will find that you'll start sewing into the hair, or you'll start sewing off the weft. So you always need to ensure. So those are two things. Keep that index finger anchored and ensure that the hair is in the middle. So look, I'm gonna go slow. That finger's not moving, see? Now it's at the foot. I'm not worried because I cannot sew my finger down because it's, look, this the guard is there. So now my finger is there. I'm gonna then move it. Then I'm gonna straighten it out. Straighten it out again. Let's do like another 2 inches. From here to here is about 2 inches. Finger is locked. It's nice and flat. You don't have, once it's flat, you don't have to do much. You're literally just guiding it. Look, it's going. Then I'm gonna stop. So you're letting the wig drag you along. Don't let your finger slide through as you're, look, don't let your finger do that as you're sewing. Your finger may hurt you from anchoring it down, but that's what it's supposed to do. So now that we have a little bit left, I might just sew a little bit more before I cut it. So I'm gonna just sew here, and then I'm gonna just go ahead and cut.
I got a good strong finger.
Do you know what? It's the weft is really thick.
Because it's
doubled. That's why. Yeah, that's why. And this is a brand new nipper thing as well. It should be
sharp.
It should be sharper. I literally opened this last night. That's why it probably has a lifetime guarantee because, guarantee because I think they know that they lose. Yeah. So now we're at the end. I'm gonna now seal this off now. Finger is still holding it in place until I can't anymore. Then I let go. I'm gonna go reverse 1, reverse 2, reverse 3, and look, I'm just gonna do this. This is just me doing it because it's double wefted. You don't have to do that, but that's just me. And then if there's a little bit of hair excess, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this little tip off. And then I'm going to...
Hi ladies, I just wanna say the Fablux class was excellent. I learned a lot. This was my first time making a wig on the sewing machine. It was great. Sylvia has a great spirit. She's patient. She's going to teach you what you need to learn. I also came from far. I drove an hour and a half, but the class was very well worth it. Please take the class. It's not a scam. You're gonna learn and you're gonna be happy, and please, thank you.
Hey ladies, I'm Sonji Wilson. I took the Fablux sewing class. I had a great time. This is my unit. I'm so proud of it. I had a wonderful time. She really truly teaches you. I learned a lot. I'm so glad I took the class, and you should invest and take the class to invest in yourself, ladies.